Now we'll talk about a few and a little. They are both the same. In most languages they're translated the same, but of course there is a difference. We use a few, or let's just say few for the moment, for countable nouns like a few books, a few phones, a few laptops and so on. But we use little for uncountable nouns like little sugar, little milk and so on. But as you can see, sometimes there is a few with the article a before it, and other times it's just few without the article a. The same thing goes for a little, sometimes with the article a, and other times just little without a. So what is the difference? Whenever we have few and little without the article a before them, they mean like there isn't enough. I have a very little here, and I have very few here. Whenever there is the article a before them, it means yes, it's not that much that I have here, but this will be enough. So whenever you see a before few and little, it gives the idea, even though I don't have that many or that much, still these is enough for me. While if you see few and little without the article a before them, it means it is simply not enough. So let's see a few examples. I have a few books. So when somebody says I have a few books with a, it implies, yes, there are not many books here, but nevertheless, they will be enough. Now, if the same person says, I have few books, the translation, even in your own languages, should not be the same. Try and translate it into your own languages, but do not try and give the same translation for a few and few. So in the second example, I have few books. Normally, the idea that the person gives is like, I have a very few books here, so it is simply not enough. So when you translate, I have a few books and I have few books in your own languages, try and translate very before few in the second example, or quite to be more precise. So use the word quite, like I have. So try and use this word quite translated before few in here, and only then you can get the idea what the difference is and what the correct translation is between a few and few. The same thing, the third example, there are few books in here. In is just an informal way of, so with no difference in meaning, let's say. So even if we take away in, there are few books here, or there are few books in here within, it's the same thing. Because the person does not put a before few, it means like there are not enough books in here. While in the second example, there are a few books in here, again in the informal part, with a, the person implies, yes, I do not have many books here, but nevertheless, these will be enough. Can I have a little more butter? Now this is slightly different because the sentence "can I have little more butter" does not exist. So when you have when you are asking, when you are so in cases of requests, use with a only, a little, not little. There is little butter in here, I need some more. So there is little, that means it is not enough for me. That's why there is no a before little. While there is a little butter, that'll be enough with a. As you can see, the next sentence says it all. That will be enough. That means I don't need any more. Yes, it is little, but this will be more than enough for me. And that is all the difference between few and little, and a few, a little.